Morning, everyone. Sorry to be just a little bit late. You know how those days go. You get something in your brain and then you do something else. So, just waiting for my computer to catch up and make sure that I stay to where you can see me. There we go. All right. Good. Oh, kind of has a little cast. Don't know what that's all about. Let's see if I turn off the lights. It still has a cast. Must be up above. Okay. Anyway, let's see. What can I do? All right. I'm going to bring the whole table down. So hold on, everybody. See if I can get rid of a little bit of that. Probably not. Still working on lighting. I think I need to try and put a sheet like over the top, and it could be all the gold that's showing on here. So what are we talking about today? Let's talk about a paper pack and a stamp set or two, and if you're aware, you might see something new, and I'll give you a sneak peek at the end. So thank you for joining me, and remember, if on Facebook you can like, share, and subscribe, that would really help me out. And I'd love to know your comments. And this is the paper pack from Wildflower Birthday. The item number for this pack is 164591. So these are the papers, front and back, as we do. And as always, thank you for shopping with me, but you probably can't see that, can you? Here we go. We'll give you a quick screenshot. JackieBluhm.StampinUp.net. Thank you. And my camera seems to be lagging behind. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay. So, also in this pack, you get a sheet of cut-aparts. And if you don't like those, which I love them, you also have pattern paper, an extra little pattern paper on this side, DSP. Okay, so I am taking this apart today and using it with the paper pack, kind of give you a few ideas. And then this, you can see they're falling out, is the punch art, the die cuts that you also get in that kit. And I also, because there's some gold foil, hopefully you can see that kind of gold foil as I do this again. Yeah, you can see there's little bits of gold all over. So I don't have the regular gold foil, but I did pull out the metallic gold foil. And this actually has gold. It kind of looks like a copper to me. And then almost a purplish, I don't know what you would call it. Here, I'll just pull them out like this. So there is kind of a, hopefully, let's see if you can see that well. So there's this kind of that purpley blue, I don't know, and then this pretty copper, and then this gold foil. And it's brushed. Don't know if you can see that. Hold on, let me see. Get my computer a little closer to me. Okay, yeah. You can see it's kind of like has lines in it. All right, enough of that. Get all this off my desk. And stamp sets. So this is the birthday celebration that goes with the paper pack. I also used this die that I have turned over. So from the inside it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th. From the outside it is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th. Okay. And I also used the happy birthday from the Arch Wishes, which is this big, and you'll see that soon. Get that out of the way. And then these are a couple of those little pieces here and here that I used on one of the cards. And this, I don't know about you, but I really wanted to use these. And I've seen these tassels. So this is your line of string, and these are your tassels. And I've seen them like in a color, say Pretty in Pink, And then they dip them in Versamark and make the bottoms of them gold. So pretty, half and half. But I didn't do that this time. Instead, I used this little one, okay? Oh, and if you want the item number, it's 164592. If you want any of the other ones, just let me know. The Everyday Arch dies are 164629. And the Happy Birthday Arched Wishes, which goes with those arched dies, as you can see, these would go over the top or all along the side, is Arched Wishes 165428. Now remember, if you buy them in a bundle when they first come out, you get a 10% discount. After that, if they come like back in the catalog, they're going to be separate. You can't order them together in the bundle. So always look at that. I started my Stampin' Up by ordering the nature, something on nature dies, the circle ones. I should have that in my brain, but I don't. And I didn't buy the companion stamp set, and I wish I had at that 10% 10% discount. Okay, so there's a little flower in there and a couple of banners and this banner. So those are the ones that I cut out. You can see I cut 2 of the little ones, 1 of the big ones, and some flowers. I also cut some flowers out of that gold paper. And I better throw these in here before I lose them. You know how that goes. So and there's all kinds of little bits and pieces in here. I'm not sure how this went. I think it was like, of course not. Move. Darn you, move. Okay, there we go. Those I know fit together. Oh, and I have a tip that I saw from someone. I just have this on a magnetic sheet, but they come like this on a, of course it won't come out because I want it to, and I want just the one piece. That won't come out. Okay, fine. Still got sticky on it. That's why I put all my extra pieces that I've been playing with. But this is how they come, and they have a little sticky here. So they're on here. So if you would just take the sheet of these, pretend they're on here, and draw around each shape, then you'll know how many dies you have without looking on the front. And more importantly, you'll know what the shape is. Okay? Hope that's clear as mud. All right. And then the ink colors that go with that paper pack, I did not use the olive green. But the colors that I did use, Pretty in Pink, Blueberry Bushel, Peach Pie, Pool Party, and Soft Sea Foam. Again, I did not use the Old Olive. But you can find these on the back of the paper pack. Let me show you. So on the back of the paper pack, tells you what it is, Wildflower Birthday. And then it lists all of those colors that I just told you I used in the bottom, right underneath the what the pack is called. Okay? All right. Go in your box. All right. So those are the colors I used. I also used this little goodie. And this is a 3-pack. Where'd my other one go? Well, you know, it's been sitting here for, oh, there it is. Okay. So this is something new that we have, and they come like that. This is an 1/8 inch. This is your slit, and your slit with a bump. And you can probably tell those better like that. Okay. And they come all together, which is really, and they're really cute. They do the same thing. They lift up and they store conveniently. And there's lots of uses for these. I used this one as a tag to punch the top of a tag, like you would. Okay? All right, let's get started. So, I wanted to show you this first, because I wanted you to see, and then I'll put the card together. So, how I started this is I put this peach pie, then this pool party, and then I put the soft sea foam, or soft, what is it again? Soft sea foam, yeah, I was right. And then I went and added this Pretty in Pink, Blueberry Bushel, some more of the soft sea foam, so I kind of kept those together. And then I went back to the start, and I wanted to leave a little bit down here, okay? So stamp, 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 stamp. Okay, that sounded really silly, didn't it? Hi, Stacy. Thanks for joining me. All right. So that's how I did that part. And then all those little pieces are here. So I was going to put this on here, but it was too busy. So it needed a little resting spot. So I decided to do that. And when I cut this out, I made sure that I put one way down low because I knew that I was going to put these little banners in there. So let's start putting some of this on. Okay, so if you line your card up, make sure I'm on camera. I line my card up with the 6, and then I line this up. Then I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1.5 inches and a little bit more. So the other way that you can do it is to line up your card and put it like so, and then you know that you've got 3/4 inch to play with and a little bit more. All right, let's get some adhesive. Which one do I want? I'll try this one. Okay, this is Stampin' Seal, just the regular one. And I know I have to cover that prettiness up, but you know, there's 2 sides. Okay. Really sticky. So again, I know I need 3/4 inch, which is 1, 2, 3, and about half of the other. So we'll put that down first. And then this I thought I would bump up. Let's see, I need my big bumpy uppies. And I've almost stopped saying what these are. Maybe if I read it. Dimensionals. Okay, so I have to read it each time because if I just say it myself, I mess it up. But I love these. And again, I still haven't done, let me show you a little trick that they say to do. So this is where the peely off part is, right? And you're supposed to take your marker and just draw a line through those. And then you can tell which side you're on. So say those had a little line, see? Then you know if you've popped that off or not. So there's a tip for you. And let's see. And the other thing that I do a lot of times is I'll put it on my grid and I will line it up upside down and kind of know that I want to go about there, about a little bit more than 1/4 inch up, and I've got just a little bit more than 1/4 inch on each side, okay? So take those little pieces off. Come on. Hello. And if you can't grab them, maybe you don't have fingernails or anything, just use your pick tool and they'll pick up really easy with that. But I have a little bit of fingernails left this week. Okay. And I never set it down too much unless I have to pick it up again. Sometimes eyeballing it is better. And I don't know about today. Okay, there we go. So we've got our words on, and I just stamped that happy birthday on there. And then we're gonna put this one on, and I think I want to do these things again. And this time, because it's a little bit bigger area, I love that there's all this extra on the outside here that we can use. Okay, oops, tore that one right off. My fingers are really dry, so they tend to stick to my fingers really good. Oh well. Especially when I pulled on it. Try not to pull so hard. There we go. So put a little bit there, and a little bit there, and maybe one of them there. Okay. Get that off of there. Sorry, I know it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? But I figured somebody might like to see my process, crazy as it is. All right. And again, I like to turn it. And do I want it to be? And so on here, I can count 1, 2, 3 holes up at the top. 1, 2, 3. So 3 and 3 is even. And then I just need to even up the top. There we go. All right, now these guys, put some tape on those. I haven't found the trick to using this tape yet. I tend to go farther than, and make it so it's not on the little part that it needs to be on. But, you know, I'll get there. It's a learning process. It's so strange after 28 years of stamping and crafting to be the beginner again. But, you know, we all start somewhere. All right, so I'm going to start with the little baby ones. And I want to put those, I think I'll just put them, just level them straight on. One there. And one on this side. I'm always turning my project. You might ask why. Because I'm looking to where I'm going instead of having my finger over where I can't see. And I'm not very good with my left hand, so I just turn my project. Oh, see, and I needed to come in a little bit. This way I don't push too hard. So let's just leave that little so you can see the stitching line. And a lot of times, don't pull it straight up, you'll rip the paper. Kind of slide it off is better. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's our little woohoo banner. Now these guys, I think I'm gonna use glue dots. Let's see, do I have tiny ones? Hopefully I have tiny ones. How big are you? You're tiny, okay. So another little tip for this. Is I take a little bit of ribbon and I just tie it around here. Oops. Come on. Can't tie today for nothing. Sorry. Again, it's like watching paint dry. So sorry. And you can either knot it or tie it. Whichever. And at this point, I'm just going to knot it. And then cut my tail off because I don't need a lot. And then you've got kind of a, so it doesn't, you can move it down. And then they don't get away from you, okay? All right, so we need the flowers, and I usually put my flowers onto the glue dot. Of course, I can't quite remember what I did. I did take a picture, but my phone is doing the live part, so I can't exactly pull it up on my phone, but that's okay. And I don't know that I need that one, so we'll just leave that one there. All right. So, I think I had this. I vaguely remember it down here, which we're gonna have to put it there. Well, maybe we can put it there. Let's see, let's put it there. And then I put one of these little guys over the top. And you kind of have to turn it around. Oh, that looks pretty good. kind of have to turn it around until you find the way that you can still see some of that gold. I am just, you know, when you're on camera, it doesn't go as easily as when you're not on camera. Nobody's watching you. And I am just having fits with this. So sorry. Okay, just gonna put it down. Turn it around. Trying to match up the little hole in the middle. And we may not be able to. Okay, there. All that fussing. All right, and then wanted to put one in there, but I don't know if I like that one. I'm sorry, I always start talking less too. All right, so let's put this one up here. I like that one there. And then this is kind of acting like my little gems would. So I'm just staggering those in a triangle. And then you can put little gems inside of the dots if you want. But I think I'm gonna leave mine like that because that's enough playing. All right. So, card number 1, what do you think? And I'll leave it there in case you want to take a screenshot. And then I will take a picture of it that's a little better on in my little window box. Okay, card number 1. Card number 2, I'm just going to show you. I pretty much got it all together. So all I did is I took this one, I put some peach pie behind, I cut this one out, and I just put happy birthday and a little bit of the in colors that are going to be around for another year. Where'd they go? Here they are. And I can't remember what color this is. The 24-26 shimmer gems. This is pink color. I think it was pretty in pink, so I just added those. And here's a little tip. So I added, there's only this spot of peach pie. So that's why I did the words in peach pie and I put the background in peach pie. So now we have 3 places of that. You have 2 of that, the green and the blue splattered around. Okay. Quick, easy, simple card. If you need, use these. They're so nice. All right, so that's card number 2. Card number 3 is a work in progress. And I wanted to show you what we're doing. So basic card size. I tried, you might say, why is that little sliver there? I tried to cut it in half and I didn't quite get it even. So I just evened it up and that little piece is left. And this is already on my card base. This is Blueberry Bushel. This is another one of those little tags. Actually 2 of those tags. So this one and this one. And when you cut these out, you have the extra little, it cuts out like this, and you just go right along the edge and snip off the little bit of white that's left and get your topper. Yeah. Okay. So that's how you do that. And then I stamped it again with the happy birthday onto one of those additional, I don't know why I keep pulling this in and out, this little one here. Okay. And I was playing with it and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Oh, and I put some of this gold. I love this stuff. This is just says gold. Yeah, that's what it says, gold. But it's this like 1.5 inches, I think, or 1 inch and something. Yeah, about 1.5 inches, and it's so pretty. And it looks kind of like, when you look at it on here, because of the brown underneath, it kind of looks green, but it is really gold, okay, when you use it. Love that. Get yours while you can. All right. So for this one, I was just gonna, you know, put a little bit of this behind here and put this down here. But then I got to thinking, you know what? If you put this onto here and you line these little bits up, so I have to bring it down a little more, then you can just do that and we'll pop this one up. So This one I know I need about, and I'm just going to leave those there. So get my glue on here. Okay. Line up the card best you can. Just going to take a little bit up. So I'm just making sure I go straight here and about the same there. Okay. Now we can take these two pieces and get some glue on them. Keep them going the right way. And then we can just line it up with the bottom. I'll turn it so I can see it. Line it up with the bottom. And make sure that your little tag thing's going the right way. Line this one up with the bottom. Oh, it shifted on me just as I was pushing down. Go back in there. Okay. And then this one I think I'll bump up with dimensionals. I have such a hard time. So put a couple of those. A few. We're going to put 5 of those. And we'll take that off. And again, we can kind of split the difference. So I'm looking at my squares on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. About an inch. So right about there. Turn this around. And that up there. There's not much of this left. So what am I going to do? Didn't think about that, did I? Let's see if I can. Oh, sorry, my voice is not there. Nope, I think I'm just going to leave it like so. And here's something you can do. Put a little glue dot on. Pick a little glue dot there. Put one right there. Oops. It's got to go down. Just to hold this pretty in place. Okay. And then we'll cut off the rest. We could actually put another piece on there. Stuff that into there. Stick it to the same glue dot. Cut it off again. Just to get a little bit more of that. Okay? All right. So, what should we put on this one? Let's see. Let's pull in these again. It needs a little something. And I think I'm going to go with the blue this time. So, the blue. Actually, you know what? I like the other side better. Kind of thinking, where do I want it? Put one there. And I like to use this side because then you can just shove it and pick it up better. Put one there. And then I want a little one. I like to kind of cluster it in my flowers. So I'll put one there. All right, there's that. It's card number 3, and we got one more to do. I'll bring those back in at the end. So I also wanted to show you that this would be really quick and easy. Let's say this is our card base. This would be really quick and easy, and just throw a happy birthday in there, or put another layer of paper behind there. So another really quick and easy card you can use. And then this one, say your card's going this way. Again, you can put pattern paper behind, or the gold foil behind, or you could stamp just along the edges there and just put your little greeting here. You could also cut out some of those, or punch out some of those die cut flowers, like on here, some of these little ones, and just layer them up on here. Okay, that's just giving you a couple more ideas. And last card. So this is kind of a project one. I don't really have anything out. Now, I have the In Colors glitter paper, and I just throw them in here, and there's all the 5 colors for the 24-26. And so I just pulled out the pumpkin pie. No, peach pie. Oh my gosh, too many pies. And these are just pieces that are from that cut apart again. So we've got this one, we've got this blue one, we've got this great big one here, and then this one. Okay, so those are our pieces we're working with. And I thought it might be fun to pin it at the bottom of this one. So you can measure it. It's 1.25 inches. 1, 2, 3. Let me do it up here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. 1, 2, 3. You can kind of make a divot there. I just cut it, and the further you cut in, the further or the deeper your little pennant is going to be. And I didn't cut that very straight, so I'm going to go back and put that just a little bit more. And then if you can't cut from this side, because I'm right-handed, I just turn it over, and then you get a much straighter cut, like so. Get rid of those. Okay, so I thought we would put that like so. And then this one over here, and actually, let's see, and we have to put some words. Maybe we'll bring that down a little bit. Put that one there. Put that one there. All right, so let's put this one on, so we kind of know that's going to be where it's going to be. And I think I have... I'm just getting it straight along the top. Okay, and this one, I'm thinking I want to, if I can get to it, hold on. I'm looking for a little blueberry bushel. Because I'm thinking that this might be really pretty. Like so. Just trimmed out a little bit. What do you think? So this is 3 by 3. So I need 3 1/4. Excuse me, just ever. Excuse me for a second. Here's my paper trimmer. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. I love this, that the scoring is a different color and the cutting one, and they can both rest off of where you need, so they're never in your way. Here we go. Yes, I think that's pretty. on there. Just frames it a little bit better. And then I think I might change this up just a little bit since I have this on here. I'm going to do, let's see. Let's put this on here since we know we want it on there. So I look at this side and this side and this side, 3 corners. It's harder to do when you can't be right over it. Sorry, I have to bring it down just a little. That's pretty good. Oh, need a little bit right down there. Somebody tell me the secret to this. Just haven't played with it long enough. There we go. All right. So I kind of like these like that. Maybe I want to put those down here. And maybe, see, this is where I have to play with it a bit. What if we do that? I really want that pennant to show. Okay, so I want the pennant to show. What if we did it this way? Will it work? No. Well, maybe. I don't really like that. Sorry, guys. All right, one last try. How about this? Maybe I just don't need that part. That's pretty. This is just a little big. Let's see. Oh, and I got just a little bit of pink on the bottom of there. It's bugging me. So let's get rid of that. All right. What I need is a smaller happy birthday. To be on there. It's okay that we don't see too much of that, isn't it? Or, I was thinking about putting a pennant here. But we really won't see much of it. Okay, what do you think? Who's with me? Judy. Hey, Judy. Thanks for watching. Where do I put that piece? I'll stand up here and maybe, sometimes I'll just walk away and I'll say, okay, give it a sec, walk away, see what you think. I wish that it would work that way. I could do that, but I still need this. How about that? Does that grab you? Or anybody? Let's see. I could do that with happy birthday. I kind of like that. Let's put a pennant in here. I know you're like, don't do it, don't do it. I can't hear you. Your cards are all looking great. Oh, well, thank you, friend. But it's not what I asked you. Where do I put that? I get that way too. Do you guys ever get that way? Okay, and I don't need all of this, so what I think I'll do is cut this off a little bit. And we're just going to go with it. All right. Oh, make sure your card is going the right way. Ooh, that was torturous. That was almost an accident. All right, stick that to there. So is it going to look as good this way? Yeah, I think that'll be okay. So I'm just kind of splitting the difference between there and there. We'll put this, where to put this? Wow, why is this so difficult today? I guess we could cover up a little bit of that, and then this in here. That wouldn't be too bad, but I really liked it this way. Okay, I know, I'm sorry, but you see, it can be a process. So, let's see. Okay, I really like that way. Let's see if we can pry this off. Let's see how strong this tape is. Again, I'm just kind of sliding it. Yay. But now can we get the glue off? Hold on. Bring in my eraser. Oh, and then I banged my head into there. That's always good. All right, perfect. Now we can do it the way we want it. All right, so we'll put this down here. Get rid of all of our extra glue. There we go. All right. Then we can put this one here. Try and get it straight. And it's really hard when you got diagonal lines staring at you. Okay, that's better. I like that. I don't think we need that. Nope, too much color. All right, where's my happy birthday? Happy birthday. All right. And which color? I think ooh, is this one smaller than this one? It is. I don't know if the happy birthday is going to fit. No, it won't. I need a different happy birthday. Okay, well, I'll just put this part on, and then I'll, when I go to take a picture, I'll put happy birthday on that. Because I don't have anything. And since we've been doing it, let's put some of these, raise this one up. And then maybe I can find a smaller happy birthday and we can tuck the other one underneath. That would be good. All right. Almost done. Sorry. I think I like the vertical. Really? Vertical. That's the up and down one. It's too late now. I didn't see your comment. Sorry. Okay. I always make vertical cards, though. I need to make some of these. There. Then we can maybe tuck that in and cut that off. Yes, if I find a small enough one. All right. Now we got these little goodies here, which we will put some glue dots on. Again, I'm just going to put them on here. Now, I don't know about you, but glue dots stick to me like crazy. My hands are usually so dry. Anybody else relate to that? All right. And then my pickup tool. And there again, you could put some little sparkles in there if you wanted. Let's see. I'm going to have this hopefully like that. Maybe even raised up like that. So, like that one there. This one over here. And one more. I love just a little touch of glitter. It can just really set stuff off. Oop, and I think I'm going to raise this one up. And I have some itty bitty ones. Where are they? Oh, here they are. So these ones are even smaller, even though I got that adhesive on there, it won't matter. We're just going to put a little baby one on. Throw that one there. Okay. Sorry, I didn't quite have it done, and it kind of came out different than my idea, but that's number 3, and I'll either do it like this and cut it off or make a pennant out of that part. If I can find some happy birthday or put it over the top or something. Okay, so that's a work in progress. As always, which one do you like the best? Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? And thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would appreciate it. And I will post these, I'll take pictures of these and put them underneath the video. I am doing my video on Facebook, and then I post it to YouTube. And my camera's really crooked. Hey, but there we go. And remember, lots of little tips. I'm always giving tips whenever I can think of them or remind myself. So always feel free to let me know if there's a stamp set that you would like me to use or a particular technique. And if I have the stamp set, I will. If I know the technique, I will. And if not, maybe I'll look it up and we'll try it together. So thank you so much for watching. Oh, and I did have a sneak peek for you. Here is the front of the new annual catalog that will start in May. So watch for updates if you're local for my open house. Bye-bye.